Mfundishi13CrystalSun. Today I'm bringing forth a topic. It's gonna be a modern day topic. Everyone asks, what is the plight of the black race and whose fault is it for the position that the black race is in? A lot of people blame the polar opposites, slavery, racism, systems that were set up towards us. I would say that it's black people's fault from the start to the end. Our kindness, us being trustful, teaching the world, that's what got us into this position. People say, well, we've been set up. Yes, we have been set up, and it's still our fault. Reason being, because whatever you let a person or a people do to you is your fault, because you're letting the situation evolve. You're letting the situation evolve as time goes on. It's our fault. We have to look ourselves in the mirror and say, this is our fault. They could set up traps, tricks. You have to have the knowledge to surpass what has been set up for you. So we would say, well, we don't know every trap. I say, yes, we do know every trap, because the game don't change. It has new players, meaning there's something or a topic that you're not studying. How many tricks do an enemy have until they run out of tricks? How many NFL plays can be run or ran prior to the defense figuring out, like, hold on, this is the same play? Physical slavery was a experiment that failed, when you ask me, because we are still here, we are still dominant, we are still number one. We have been in our right minds more than we have been enslaved. According to the track record, we have been doing fine. That was like something that almost threw us off track. In modern day, is glorified, so it makes people reactive. That's why we playing the blame game. It's they fault, it's them, and da. And then we singleize the blame. The white man. What about the white woman? The man that was formulated in her stomach, she gets no blame. When are we gonna say it's our fault? Let's alter this narrative and say it's our fault. And you will see how far we would go. They have done what they done. Now let's look at our race. Who are at the corner stores drinking, smoking? The label says, general warning, smoking causes cancer, asthma, so on and so on. Who are at the liquor stores? Who are at the holiday parties drinking and spending money, not investing the money? Do you blame your people for that? Who makes it to the NFL, NBA, $100 million contract and then marry outside of his or her race? And then the first thing black folks say, oh, we be thinking like that because of slavery. Do you realize how y'all put them on a pedestal as they have the global plan to stop what's original to a planet? That's like defeating the sun. You putting them on a pedestal because you want to blame and sound smart. Like my father always said, grandfather rather, You're so smart till you're dumb. How long, how many years we're gonna blame the same experiment, slavery? Monday, we're the strongest original people to a planet. Then Tuesday, there's a race that can stop us and did this and that to us. How powerful can they be and we are still here? Black folks, you have became reactive. You're doing just what they want you to do. Walk around angry, mad, releasing harmful chemicals to the organs, and they didn't even say nothing to you. They didn't even touch you. They didn't do nothing to you. You walk around mentally depleting. I don't agree what they did and still doing. But we got to look at ourselves. We partying, we drinking, we doing the hookah, we turning up, we popping the pills, we popping the mollies, we snorting the cocaine, we shooting each other. But the first person you want to point at is the person that you put on a pedestal that said set up the trap. Knowledge of self. No one could set you up. No one could trip you or could trick you on any level. We gotta look at ourselves. And I don't let no one off of the hook for doing what they did. Let's use a plan that works. We could fix ourselves. I don't know about fixing them. We could fix ourselves. I don't know about fixing them. Rather, I choose not to know about fixing them. How long is this gonna go on? Because you could blame slavery and then we have successful black folks. That's not in the NBA, NFL, and are millionaires from being a doctor, lawyer, or having their own business. Never sold drugs, never smoked cigarettes, crack, liquor, none of that. Because those are the ones that realize, like Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror. My life enhanced when I stopped blaming and said, you know what, it's your fault. Because they're gonna be them. It's in them. That's their nature. Just like a tree is a tree. You don't get mad at a table for being a table. You gotta look at yourself. And that's why I feel like most black folks don't change their life, because they keep slavery and what's done to us and what's still being done to us as a crutch, thinking someone's gonna feel sorry. The opposition doesn't feel sorry for you. Don't. Black people, like a friend of mine's, close friend, which taught me in the streets, he said black people tend to buy sympathy, as if someone really gonna feel sorry. No. This is life. Yeah, people get murdered, shot, hung, they get pulled over, killed, go to prison, all that. Yeah. We have to look at ourselves. The projects, they tell you what it is, a projection. You go to work, you go to the break room, we gossiping, we bringing each other down like we, everything funny, we ain't focused. And we got the nerve to point a finger? Serena Williams said it. When I was playing tennis, my people brought me down. So she married outside of her race. I'm not saying that she was right. But look how you could do something to someone and then they'll use any reason to go outside of their race. Now, they done us worse than worse. And she still did that. Because she could be so caught up on blaming them, she could have yielded right to him. You keep blaming them, you're gonna attract them. I guarantee you. Our plight is because of us. The rappers on national TV, they sit on these platforms, and every question is incriminating. How long was you in prison? Did you have drugs in prison? And what do black folks do? Oh, yeah, man, yeah, man, I was getting pounds smuggled. You know what I'm saying? I was getting lean. Well, this man asks you incriminating questions. Like, they don't play this stuff back in court. Rappers, I'm gonna give you $7 million to talk about killing your people, and you can't talk about my people. And no positive music. It has to be a low frequency. And you have to sign this contract, which they don't force them to. They sign it, and then they go tell it, and then they get knocked off. That's how the game goes. So it's a mind thing. They want to sell us out. They look at black folks as a downfall, and then when they realize how they've been used, then they want to tell. Then you get knocked off. What about these rappers that is doing this, man? On TV, like you on these platforms, bro. Every question they ask, how many murders you did? How many people you shot? And they answer the question. Stupid is when you know it and you do it anyway. Some black folks, not all of them, are stupid. You have to accept that. Like my grandfather said, program to the program. We don't want to accept that. We want to blame. No, it's us, bro. Our ancestors built pyramids, math, science, but this generation, yeah, make you think. Yeah, life has transpired. Yeah, we were building pyramids. Oh yeah, we got proof of all this. We invented the cell phone, and life is about now. What are we doing now? What are we building now? All you got is the damn blame game, which doesn't work. Working on yourself in your race, and watch how everything change. It will alter. Cause blaming them ain't changing them. It ain't. And I'm not letting no one off of the hook. I don't like what they do, never will. We have to fix ourselves. Cause us being the strongest, the smartest, no one shouldn't even think about trying us like that. Meaning we are unorganized. Well, I don't technically say that, because us being gathered up doesn't mean that they won't deal with us that way anyway. Let us be unified. No one won't even think about doing us like that. Let us stop rapping negative about our people. They won't do us like that. It could slow down, but I don't think it's never going to stop. Because they know they done went past the threshold, and they know we always gonna want revenge. The unity, man. Acting a fool on TV, and then blaming the people that set you up, and then you going for it. Celebrating false holidays. Halloween, Christmas has nothing to do with you. And then you finance every other race, help them, put them on a pedestal, and then don't help your own. And then give them all the glory for destructing our race when it's successful. Black people. Giving them that type of credit is saying like there's no successful black people. Most of y'all are thinking from the hood mind state. It goes to the 80-20 rule. You're focused. You so focused on what they done to us and still doing, you are not preparing for yourself and your race. How long is we gonna play the blame game? How long we gonna play the blame game? How long? When you use a plan that's gonna work. You gotta look at your own people, man. High school dropout, the drug sales. In modern day, it's things you don't even have to do no more, because you know it's on television. Your mama told you. The school system told you. So everyone from the hood just went broke and said, you know what, I'm gonna go sell some drugs. No one thought about selling t-shirts. No one thought about the stock market. Everybody just the only way out. Negativity, killing, being a hitman. That's the only way. The hood is so bad, and then everyone stays in the hood. Don't that make you wonder, like, okay, you seen your uncle go to prison, your mother, your father go to prison. Should you want to leave? How can you do what's not right to perfection? They tell you this in school. Black folks, you've been a target for whatever reason. You know our spending power that we give to the liquor stores? Do you know our spending power versus our investing power? I'm not putting nobody on a pedestal. Nobody. Not gonna blame you. Because people can only do whatever you let them do it. Whatever you let them do, excuse me. And we let them do it. Black folks don't, like the black folks I see, they don't own firearms. They don't have a camera in their car. Go to most black folks and talk about the black plight. They'll call you racist first. I work at jobs. Talking about an Oreo, I'm talking about packs of Oreo. My people don't stand up for me. My people is on the company side. Another word for company is family. Laughing and grinning and talking like them, and yeah, all that. I see all that. I'm getting judged about my locks, how I look from my people. And then you think I'm gonna think they acting like that because of something that happened 1,000 years ago? Versus we been on the planet longer than 1,000 years, and we done did greater than 1,000 years. So how come them type of black people don't show no type of greatness? Because that's just those type of black people. That's what they want to do. Nobody didn't make them like that. That's what they told you. So you could fall for that game. Now you mentally worship them. Yeah, me at work, yeah. And it's obvious too. Kiss but all that, bruh. It's black people, bruh. It's just certain types of black folks, bruh, that they don't get it, bruh. It's like calculus math. Some people just don't do calculus math. It's gonna be some black folks unified, smart, ready to go to war, but some of us just gonna be kissing butt, don't want to do nothing, don't want to work, don't want to sell, just want to be on the planet, living to die. You have to accept it. I have to accept that every black folk or folks ain't thinking like me. Sometimes you see situations that other people just don't see. And that's what it is. And then you really think they stupid and dumb, but that's who they are. It's gonna have to take one of them to turn on them, and then they gonna wake up. And still after that, you do that, they still be kissing butt. Look at yourself in the mirror, black folks. It's our fault. No one's forcing you to buy that big bag of sugar, that big Domino's bag. Yeah, I know the game meant to, and you know they could use signs and logos. Whose fault is it that you're not reading? Whose fault is it that you're not exercising? You see the outcome of diabetes every day on TV, going to the local store. Like, what's up with us? The blame game don't work. And once you start blaming them, you're gonna be distracted. got to look at yourself. Michael Jackson said it, the man in the mirror. Look what we doing to ourselves, man. Giving each other HIV, you name it. You name it. Trusting the same people that's destroying us for years. You have to look at your own people and say, yeah, it's them. How long are you gonna be the fool? How long? They could put chemicals into the water, into the food. Come on. They could do whatever. Because we let them do it. What plan do we have to stop what they doing? All we doing is making videos. That's all we doing. Complaining and blaming. What military do a black group of people have? What set of guns? Black people don't own nuclear weapons, speed boats and helicopters and warlike black people. What's up? You so mad and angry and you ain't prepared. I ain't scared to say it. You ain't even prepared, man. All these years, we ain't got no military. We ain't got nobody to pull up on site and, handle that. Because we so focused on blaming. Feel me? Mfundishi13CrystalSun.